fearfully and wonderfully made human being. And I mean what I mean. You, my viewer, are also wonderfully and fearfully made. And I am saying this because I want us to talk about my short hair, how I maintain it, the routine, and how I ended up being in short hair. Because that was not my plan. I love long hair. So we are wonderfully, fearfully made, created by God for his purpose, and he created us for himself. This is the channel Bringing Hope in Life with Anna Mugeche. And this is something that I never thought I would share. Because this is a story that will give strength to someone who is about to lose confidence, someone who is about to have lower self-esteem just because of what people say he looks like or she looks like. That's why I started by saying we are fearfully and wonderfully made. My son tells me that is a song that is sung in the Sunday school classes, and I will stand like a soldier and do like this. This is a channel that will tell you that a person without God is nothing. And this channel of Bringing Hope in Life is a channel that will tell you that life without God can be hopeless. All is hopeless. All it is not complete. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. If you're liking my videos, thumbs up. Engage me. Leave me a comment and let us see the journey of your hair. So if you told me that some 5 years ago I would have a short hair, I'll tell you no. Because it goes back to 2015 when my hair was cut short. Why was it short cut? Or why was it cut short? I love good hair. I love long hair. A hair with a good growth. You know, when we do retouch, what we normally do when you have the palm and the chemicals that we put, and I used to have a very beautiful hair. So what happened? I used to have a lady who was supposed to come and look after my hair. She is the one who was my hairdresser, and she came and she was doing it very well. I had palm, of course. Palm chemical. Do they call it palm even now? Yes, I had a chemical on my hair and it was very nice. And I used to go to a salon somewhere in town, those sides of Moyo Avenue, and it was a good one with a very good hairdresser. So one time she decided to change and start her own business of a salon somewhere the other side of town. And along the way, I don't know what she decided, and I don't really remember what she did to my hair. Of course, I thought that she applied some funny chemicals to my hair, because within a month after she started her business, my hair was a total mess. I would go for a touch, I would go for that chemical, and the hair would look very nice inside the salon, but when I left the salon to the house, it looked like a blow dry that has been rained on. So the hair shenanigans started there. Is that the word? Shenanigans? That is when my hair started becoming what it is today. Though somehow it's better. So on the temples of my hands, it started dropping one by one. Even now, if you look at it, the baby hair somehow has not grown properly. At least now it's better. But then you could even see the skin of the temples. That is the side of the head. So what happened? I couldn't walk with my bare head. I couldn't walk with the skin being seen. Trust me, from here up to here. So the hair was cutting up to here. So I decided to start something else, and I started covering my head with weaves, braids, and it made it even worse. It reached a time that anytime I put the weave or I weave my hair, within 3 days, I would start doing like this. You know what we do when you feel like scratching? Because you don't want it to come out. It is just 3 days ago, for heaven's sake, that I did the weave. And you know it's not cheap. So I would do like this, and within a week, I would start using my fingers and looking where I can penetrate my fingers and scratch. And I went like that for several years. After undoing the weave, trust me, I'll just wash, do some treatment, because it continued to cut on the temples of the head. And then wash it out, do some treatment, straighten up, and then cover it again, waiting for another weave, probably the following day. So it went on like that. So to cut the story short, it happened like this. I went to a local salon where I wanted my weave to be undone. And you know, when you're doing the weave, you have to do some rinds, which are very tight. And then to fix the weave, you have to use string and needle, I think. Yes, it was like that. And for you to undo, somebody has to use scissors to cut off the strings that were used with the needle. So one time, that particular person was undoing the hair, and at the center of my head, I don't know how she messed, and she cut the hair, a whole patch, and I didn't know. So she did it as usual. As I was doing, I was washed. By then I had already changed my hairdresser, the one who was doing the weaves and the braids was a gentleman. And so I went, having cleaned my head, was clean, treated, and I was ready for a weave. So when I went there, the Jama was just laughing, and he laughed, and I was like, why are you laughing? And he was like, who did this to you? You have a patch at the center of your head. And the hair was just too short. And then I was like, now what do we do? And he told me that we have to cut the hair to be equal with that patch. And I asked him, what are you talking about? I mean, where do I go with the short hair? And what do I do with these sides where the hair has really cut? I mean, the hair had gone completely such that you could see the skin of the temples of my head. And I told him to get serious and to know how to fix it, but he couldn't. The hair was just so short at the center, and I had no otherwise but to cut my hair short. My worry was, what will people say about it? How will people see me? Will they see like I'm serious? And remember, I was still a grown woman. I was a grown lady. Not that I was growing, I was grown. But I wondered what people will say about it. So we did it. He cut the hair. It was natural by then because I had not put any chemical for a long time. And the first fear was, what would be the comment in the house? And as usual, yes, it is your natural hair. It is very nice. That is what my hubby told me. But you cut it very short. So there was a but. And then I wondered, when I go to my office or to my place of work, what will people talk and what will people tell me about it? So there is already a negative, but it is very short. Then going to my place of work, everybody was laughing at me. Some positive comments, other negative comments. Some people were saying I'm very smart. Another one said that I look like a schoolgirl. And the worst comes when one of them made a very negative comment, which made me bed for the rest of the day and for the rest of the week, wondering what to do over the weekend about this natural short hair. That is when the problem started, because I would look at the opinions of others without knowing or looking at how I feel about it. but I would look at what people were talking about it. So after that comment was, you look like a typical village woman. I don't know how they look, but that is what I was told. You need to know what to do with that short hair, natural hair of yours. So I was wondering when weekend will come and I go to my hairdresser and ask, what shall we do about it? Because now I look like a typical village woman. So I went over the weekend and he told me what we can do some dye. I had never done that and I was wondering what people will talk about it. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, trust me. And that is how I was created. Before we knew about the weaves and all those chemicals and all that, we used to have our natural hair. Even in high school, I used to have that natural hair. But I was wondering what people will say about it. And this thing really affected me. So I put the dye, of course a different color, not black, a different color. And then back I went and met with people who know me and those who don't know me. And the comment was, what did you do? Did you have to put that color? So now they are not pleased about the color. The others would say you'd have remained like that. The others would say it is not official. You know, so many things were said, but at long last I realized I am not living for anyone. So long as my relationship with God is right, I will do it anyway and the way I want it. And that is when my life started with a short hair. Short, natural hair. Then in between the short and the natural hair, I tried to do some braids because sometimes it can be boring. Sometimes you don't even want to wash. Sometimes you don't even want to comb. And sometimes you'd comb it and the comb comes out with a junk of hair. And the hair continues reducing. As you can see, I don't have a lot of hair on my head. So it would reduce. And you know, some people would tell me I have a very small head. That hairstyle does not fit you. Why did you cut with such a small head? Your hair is very little in... You know, so many things that are negative to once how you look. Now let me tell you something, my viewers. Through what you tell somebody and what you talk, you can either build or destroy somebody's confidence or somebody's esteem. So let's try to build each other. And especially when we are talking about our looks and how we feel about ourselves. Probably I'm already in my low self-esteem. And you're there telling me that my head is small, I have a little hair. So what I do, sometimes now that it can be very hard to comb your hair, what I do is that I texturize it to make it soft, to make it easier to comb, to have some curls around it, and that is what I have done. Right now, if you look at it, you can see it has some curls. I can do it shaggy, and all what I need to maintain this short hair, right now it is texturized. All what I need is to have a leave-in treatment, a leave-in conditioner. I would need a leave-in strengthener. I would also need a curl activator or a moisturizer that is curl activator too, and then I would maintain my hair like this. So right now I have combed it, and if you look at it, it has some curls. I can also decide to do it like this. If I want it to go shaggy, you know, if I want it to go shaggy, I can make some chunks of things like this, so that when I do it like this, it has curls yet, but it is somehow shaggy. That is how I do. That is my routine. I will need a gel, like I've said, that is a curl activator, a moisturizer, which will enhance the curls. I would also need leave-in strengthener, because you can still see the temples are still cutting, the baby hairs are still very short. And I can also have a quick fix, especially if it, like this one is already having the growth. The texturizer is finishing. You can see even the dye is going as the hair grows. And if it is very difficult to comb as the growth and as the very mild texturizer that I use, because remember that nonagans started when I used chemicals, so I'm very, very cautious so that I don't go back there. I can do a quick fix, and sometimes I do this. This is a wig, which is a short wig, and I can try and show you how I go about it. This is especially when I want to just a quick fix. It may not be very well done, so somebody is laughing at me, so I need it like that. This is a wig, a quick fix, and I'm ready to go wherever I want to go. Probably I'm going out with girls, and I want to look to appear totally different. And if I may turn, and you see how it looks like, this is a short bob, and it is not bad. As you can see, it is not that bad. So I look like that, total transformation and total appearance, and it's a quick fix. I can do it with my hand, and I only need this spray sheen. This is all what I need. A spray sheen, that is a short one. I can have several. I can also have a long one, which is like this. This is a long one, a very smart one. You can look at it. If I may try it, I don't know whether I'm going to do it right. And quick fix. So how is that? It just takes 5 minutes, and you only need a sheen spray. Yes, a sheen spray. Flows very well, very smart if you look at the back. And I'm ready to go. I can also do it like that. And look at that. And I am ready to go. It's not expensive. I only need a sheen spray, and I am good to go. What do you think about all that? What is in your hands? I ask you like what God asked Moses. Do you have some stuff? Are you waiting for people's opinion to tell you on what to do? Don't wait. God works with the small things that we have. It may not be necessarily the hair that I was left with. Probably you have some little money, you want to start something, but some people are telling it is not enough. Some people are telling you, you will not manage, you are not capable, but you are. God uses the little that we have, and He brings something from them. Do you have something that you want to do? Do you have some potential that you want to use? And somebody is dragging you behind. Start it now and let God go with you. Don't limit the ability of God. Whatever you have in your hands, God is going to use it to be something. What I'm doing right now is something that I really wanted to do a long time ago, but I would hold myself back. And you know what? You can also say that enough is enough. I am going to go and to live the purpose that God wants to me to live. And you will live it, and you will thank me sometimes back. Do subscribe if you love my videos. Thumbs up once again, and let us do this again every Wednesday and every Friday when I'll be uploading my videos. Toodles! Thank you very much. Comment and tell me how my quick fix looks like and how you maintain your short hair. God bless you.